Alright, back at it again with the more Dwarf Fortress. As you can tell, still not 100% back to normal, but physically I feel a lot better. So last time, we left off just as we had these elven traders tow up and then refused to trade with us. We built a bunch of walls around our fortress. As you can see, we have this big old fortified wall now that goes all the way around with fortifications on it. So yeah, it looks pretty good, I believe. The only thing next now, I think, is maybe putting in an interior fortification. Just, you know, so if anything gets in here, we can shoot in at it. But at that point, it won't really matter because people can get in. Once they're inside this, essentially the only thing keeping them from getting into the fortress is us. So what I might actually do is just throw down a bridge that closes this way. There. So that way we can have a interior, like, last second close. So, you know, everything gets pulled inside, we can close this and nobody can get into the fortress from there. And let's see what else we were doing. So is there anything we were setting up or building or constructing? These are our baronies' rooms. So this is where all of our fancy nobles are. And our mayor and our captain of the guard is here. We have some moderately fancy tombs. And then I think that's as far down as we've gone. That isn't, you know, digging for other stuff. You know what? Let me just do that. Just so that we'll see if there's any more silver around. There's some native silver there as well. Microline cassiterite. Is there any cassiterite on the ground over here? Yes, what's in it? Tin. I think we have copper around somewhere. So, could be wrong on that, don't remember. Hornblende. There's stone. That can go away. I do believe we also found some yellow diamonds over here somewhere. Peridot. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably end up like digging a tunnel from here over to there so we can get these diamonds. Just because I like the idea of having them. And they're in this wall up here, so that's fine. I'll look at that in a minute. But as for over here, sweet pods, plump helmets. You can be left fallow. Pigtails in the summer. Plump helmets. Still hasn't been constructed. Wish I knew how to figure out why that's not being constructed, because they can reach it, I think. I'll see if that gets chopped down. If these two get chopped down, well, that one can definitely get chopped down. If this one gets chopped down, we'll find out. If not, I'll just dig out a little way for them to get there. No, they can definitely get there. There's an upward slope here, right? Yeah. Okay. That's fine, I guess. What was the other thing we wanted to check in on? Oh yes, our steel production. So if I go into our stocks, steel, there are 3 steel breastplates. There's 60 steel bars, some steel high boots, some steel gauntlets, some steel chain leggings, some steel shields, and some steel weapons. These are nothing of use though. So what I might do is I might melt these back down, just to have them. Steel shields are nice though. Might need some more furnace operators. Because we only have 1, 2, we only have 6? 5. We have 5 of them. So it might not be a bad idea to have another one. You're a siege operator. You're a peasant. Fath. Let me see if you're actually any good at anything. Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off, Midge. I wish I knew. But I haven't been able to turn it off. I'm not sure where I turned that off. If there's a way, if there's a way for me to turn it off, I'll figure it out. But I don't actually know how. Twitch account settings. Okay. 2 seconds. Here we go. Stream manager. Settings. Stream maybe. No. Channel. Extensions under create a dashboard. Search. Oh, my extensions. That'd probably be easier. Let me just deactivate that. Thank you, Foxy. You get all the credit. Mage gets none. So this is Fath. He's a carpenter, milker, a planter, and a stonesmith. He's a competent spear dwarf. Okay, so do we have a full squad? We do have a full squad of spear dwarves. You don't have anything else there. Socially, you're fine. You're a decent tracker. Yeah, I think labor-wise, I might turn you into one of those furnace operators, because we need more people melting ores. I think is our biggest problem. We don't have enough iron around. Yeah, so we're smelting a ton of iron ore. Stuck aquamarine, pretty, very pretty. More galena there. Native silver. Galena. Somewhat silvery, I guess. Make sure that we have everything assigned here, because we had a... Everything's assigned here, good. Because we had a migrant wave. Yeah, I set this up ages ago, considering I would actually play King of the Castle, which I might do in the future. Let me know if you guys want me to do that. I will do it. Just because I think it would be fun to see how that would go. But I set it up and I haven't turned it off. I'd never turned it off. So like that overlay's been on every single Twitch stream I've done ever since. Obviously, certain people didn't notice it because I think some people were watching on mobile, so it doesn't pop up. But it's fine. Cooked a masterpiece. Horn silver. So there is actually some more native silver here. And there's native silver there as well. Good. Lots of silver around. Some more microline. Well, there's plenty of... I don't think there's any other mining to do, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and activate these strip mines. Just because having more stuff dug out would never hurt. Man, there's a lot of tetrahedrite in these walls. And galena. Which is good, because galena and tetrahedrite are both silver ores, but they have less silver than you'd think in them. They're like 20% silver and 50% silver. But that might be good, because what I probably will doing is making another military unit, and the military unit will probably end up being our super heavy armored stuff. Oh, hey Red, welcome. What I'll probably end up doing is having our super heavy dwarves use silver warhammers and stuff like that, because those are really good because they're heavy and dense. So when you hit something with them, they have a nice follow through. And you don't need to worry about them holding an edge. So what I'll do is, yeah, I'll just dig this down. Oh, nope. I'll dig that down. Actually, will I bother with this at the bottom? Probably not. No point, really. And this stuff over here, I'll just do the same thing. So from there, down to there. So now they should dig out all of this, which is good. Be nice to know if there's anything else around here, like any more big chunks of iron, because if not, then I might need to start digging up higher up. Which is fine, we got loads of space for it. We also, to be fair, have a bunch of iron ore and stuff like that anyway, so it's not a big deal, really. Late night, that's coal coke. So how was everyone's work day? My work day was weird. Obviously, I know you did, Midge. You streamed Manor Lords most of the day. Well, for a good 5 hours. Yeah, alright. Good to hear. Good to hear. It's always nice to hear that the work day's been good. I always hate work days where it's like really annoying. 3.5 hours? Yeah, that's true. It's not 5 hours, it's 3.5 hours. I will be fair to you, Midge. I am exaggerating slightly. It was weird, Red, because I haven't been assigned to work in like 2 months. And then today I got an email from our CEO asking why I haven't been assigned to anything. And I said, well, I haven't been assigned to anything. The last 2 were 7. Yeah, to be fair, you did stream the first 2 days of that game really for a very long time. So can you blame me? Really, it feels like you streamed that game for at least 8 hours a day. So yeah, that was my day. I ended up essentially having an email discussion with the CEO of the company I work for, where he asked, why aren't you assigned to a project? And I said, because I'm not assigned to a project, because my manager hasn't assigned me. Major, you a little obsessed? He's a lot obsessed, Red. He's a decent bit obsessed, to be fair. He's only played 22 hours since Friday. Yeah, that's a normal amount of time to play a game. Hang on, does my overlay show up on this? No, it doesn't. Okay, my Steam overlay doesn't show up on this. I've played 23 hours in Dwarf Fortress in the last 2 weeks. And I've streamed all of that. Well, not all of it. I've streamed the most of it. Oh wow, we need coal. So I need to do this. Coke from bituminous coal. We need you to smelt more of it in a day. So go ahead and make 50. So everything else is now going to be on pause because we can't actually smelt our ores. Ooh, more migrants. That's good. So we are at 126. I'm hoping for about 10 people. So that way I can essentially fill up our ranged unit. And then also fill up our Spear Dwarf unit. Okay, so they could get to that one, but not to this one. Is that? Yeah, that should be marked. So here's what I'll do then. I will just dig out that, I guess. And I can continue to dig out here. Because I think what's happening is that these young tower caps have spawned in places, and it's made it hard for people to get around them. Obviously down here, I've dug out all of this area, and there's like people constantly down here, so it's less likely for that to happen, but it does happen still. Anything you can gather it up. If it's free, it's free. If it's free, it's for me. Mitch's taking a shower. Good to know. You enjoy yourself in that shower. Oh yeah, we got 13 it looks like. So that's good. Oh wow, we got 2 miners in there. So let's go through this. We've got an adept miner. No, sorry, we got a talented miner. We got another talented miner in. Woodcutters. Don't really need to add any more of them. Planters. You do brewing as well, so I'm fine with that. Fisher dwarves, we got a couple of novice fisher dwarves, doesn't really matter. Some herbalists. Got a load of stone cutters, which is good. Engravers. Oh, we got another legendary engraver. Absolutely fantastic that you're going to do that. What I might do actually is I might take off one of the competent ones. Yeah, I'll take you off. Because having a legendary, a grandmaster, and a competent is more than good enough. Orderlies. A surgeon. You can be added to that, sure. Oh, I see. That turns you off that one. Alright. We have a bunch of gem cutters and gem setters now. You're a high master. I might as well add you to it, even though you will do other things. We haven't gotten any more brewers in, which is kind of annoying. We got 2 legendary stonecrafters, some accomplished people. Got another skilled weaponsmith. Got a proficient armor smith. I'll add you to that as well. Butchery. We got an adequate tanner. Suppose I'll add you to that as well. Leather. Engineering. We got a legendary mechanic, so you do all of the mechanical work. Tailor. Cool with that. Doesn't matter to me. High master clothier, competent weaver, you can be added to that. Cook. We got a high master cook, you can be added to that as well. And I'll take off you. Because I believe you're our legendary tailor, yeah. Doctors, talented surgeon, furnace operators. Nobody there new. But I will add you to it. Blacksmiths. Nobody new. Well, wasn't really much, but here's what we can do. We can go into here and we can add the last one here. You're a miner, but you're not assigned to mining because we don't really need that much. So if I go to ranged potential, you'll do. So now that means we need to add another squad at some point in the not too distant future of steel guys, but I think for the moment, given our lack of coal, I will just leave that be. Do we need to dig out any more coal? Well, there's coal up here. I don't mean in the walls, or maybe they are in the walls, I don't know. Probably around here somewhere. Claystone. Claystone. I know there was a bunch of coal on this level. Yeah, there's coal over here, I think. Yeah, there's coal there. Yeah, there's coal in this wall as well. So, probably a level down, there might be some as well, I think. I think I saw that there was some in this walls, right? Claystone. Yeah, it doesn't really matter all too much, because I think we have a bunch of it. So if I go into our stocks, coal. We only have 46 bituminous coal left. What about lignite? 32. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is actually I'm going to need to find some more coal to dig out. I'm sure there'll be some on this level. Has to be. Claystone, magnetite, claystone. This is kind of annoying trying to find stuff in walls, I will admit. Question is, however, where did I find all that coal? Shirts. Hematite. Hematite. Shirts. Well, there's chalk down here. Any in these walls up here? Not that I can see. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's nothing important. So what I'm going to do, because we do need more coal. Is there any in these walls? Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a... is that right? Oh, that's wrong. I'm going to go ahead and just dig a square essentially around this. So that way we still have some area that we can use for dwarf stuff, essentially. So how wide is that from here? That is 18. So let me just make sure that's right. So 18. Cut back 1. Not that necessarily matters, but you know. Right, and then the 3 added on. So 21 really. So let me just do 21 over here. 21 over here. And 21 up here. Actually, no, that's not wide enough, so I'll do 28. So these should all be able to meet up in the corners. Essentially, if I do that, go over this way, do that. And that'll be basically a square, because when you use the Dwarf Fortress DF hack options, they will not essentially interact with anything you've already mined out. So for example, if you already have a bunch of stuff dug in an area, it will essentially ignore that and essentially leave you to this. So I assume we'll probably find some coal in this area as well. I don't really have any problem with that. I don't think there's anything particularly noteworthy about it. And stuff will get dug eventually as well. You are shooting. You're getting better at stuff. Good. People are getting better at stuff, which is good. Just graduate from coal and go set up magma forges. DF hack feature shows you the measurements, yeah. So when you have DF hack installed, it shows you this. It shows you your little like tooltip with how big stuff is, so it's a lot easier for someone like me who's bad at eyeballing stuff. I suppose I could upgrade the magma forges. I could head downstairs and see if I can find some. The question is, however, where do I want to dig down to them from? Do I want to do... You know, I'm going to do like a little exploratory tunnel. I will, however, leave this setup. Oh, there's a petition. Doctors of Iron require a temple complex and a high priest. So that means I think we already have a temple for them. Yes, we have a Doctrines of Iron, but they need a temple complex. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing here. Oh god, this is going to be a nightmare. So let me see, how wide is that? That's 8. How wide is this whole thing? 14 by 17. So if I do 14 by 17. Yeah, it's a lot easier to measure with the keyboard inputs, I won't lie. But you know, the fact that DF Hack just gives you the tooltip, I'm also fine with that, to be honest. I am also just going to stop this for a second, just because I want the I suppose having an extra miner wouldn't hurt. You know what? Yeah, having an extra miner wouldn't hurt. We have an adapt one here. You have a talented one here. You go ahead and be added to the the mining operations, because having an extra one wouldn't hurt. And you know, we're at 141 pops now. We're a metropolis. We're at 141 pops now, so having some sort of extra options wouldn't hurt for, you know, things like that. That mining pattern gives me anxiety. Yeah, that's fair. There are other ones. Hang on, let me show you. So if I just go to F4, dig down, and then if I open up the DF Hack launcher, EXP mine, dig XP. There are various ones in here for it. So if I go down to the bottom here, so there's a diagonal one, there's a rotated 90 degrees one, there's a ladder pattern, then there's a ladder rotated, then there's the cross, which shows you the middle of the map, and then there's clear, which removes all your designation. What I usually use is just ladder. But if I put in, so diag 5, that's what the diagonal one does. It just does pure diagonals. And then if I do exp dig, dig exp, and then clear, and then dig exp, what was the other one? Cross. So that's a cross that shows you where the middle of the map is. Which is convenient if you're wondering. Oh yeah, there's coal down here as well, I suppose. Yeah, there's a decent bit of coal on the ground down here, actually. Yeah, because we're actually a bit low on coal. But what I might do is, if I go over to here, what's my favorite DFAT command? It's a great question. It might actually just be, if I dig down from here, will I hit the... No, I won't hit the tavern. That's fine. But what I'll actually just do, because I don't need to dig on that level. My favorite one's probably one of the auto fort ones, because it's just really convenient to have. It makes it super easy to, like, you know, dig stuff out and set up stuff. So, you know, if you're like, oh, I need to, you know, essentially I'm lazy, and I haven't set up the DF hack commands yet to do this. But it's very convenient when you want to, like, set up something to, you know, auto mine something, or to, what's the word I'm looking for? To, to, like, populate bedrooms and stuff like that. Those are very convenient. So I'm actually going to dig out. No, I don't like digging out here. So if I rid of some of that, and I dig out here. No, that leads straight to the... Needs to be like here. So we just plop it down already, and I can work from there. So there. Yes. So that's fine. So I'll just dig out over to there, and then do a little one-way tunnel, which is fine because I can expand that in this direction, I believe, and it should be fine. Yeah. And I will just put this down to 7. Because it's not that important. Well, actually, no, I'll do this. I'll put that at 7, and then I'll leave the rest of these at 4. Because if you've nothing else to do, then do this. Struck Myron. Lots of great commands as well. Like, DF hack makes the game so much more approachable, even though I've played the game without DF hack. Fast Dwarf because it allows you to keep playing when your FPS drops to 1. That's fair. I don't necessarily know. Oh yeah, that's right. What's the command to bring up the... hang on. I know there's a setting to bring up your FPS. DF hack FPS. Display. I'm not sure. I know that I've seen people who have like a little FPS counter down here, like in the bottom of their screen, where they have like a, you know, a thing that says FPS 50 out of 50, and like that means the game's running as fast as it can, that sort of thing. This is like the biggest fort I've ever made, so I don't necessarily know if my PC is dying or not, because I can kind of tell it's using up a not insignificant amount of my resources. Kind of. But we're fine, mostly. I have yet to see any reason why I wouldn't be able to keep playing this. Yeah, that's true. Those are very convenient commands. And they're needed too, because like there is blood and stuff around in my fortress that just hasn't been cleaned yet. And I probably should just use the command. Like there's loads of blood here. It gets washed away relatively quickly because of the fact that we have rain in this area. I don't know how that's still there. Can I remove floors? Alright, game. Cool. I don't know how you're doing that, but alright, I guess. I'll probably end up just building some wall there. Ah, I see. Oh yeah, that's true. This is technically outdoors because there's no roof on it. So that would make perfect sense as to why they're like, we don't care about that. It's fine. Right, nice big smooth command here. Put that up to 1. Why won't you let me do that? So let's just smooth all that out and smooth. Yeah, because that's technically going to be part of their building. Why aren't you smoothing this wall? There we go. So there'll be a bunch of people smoothing those walls, which is fine because smoothing doesn't actually have a quality to it. I had to put a lot of value into this place. So we shall see how it goes. So this is going to be a new meeting area. Except we need a new temple for Doctrines of Iron. Lots of people, lots of dwarves in this place get to wear silk, which is kind of cool. Bang bang. And then in here we want to put a offering table. Put it, where's that? So that is, it's 4 down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So it should be there. Or is that right? It's, oh, that's right, it's uneven, so it wouldn't matter. Yeah, I'll just put it up against, I'll put it in the more or less the same place. Offering, stick it there. And now we want some furniture, we want some chairs for the people who are here to worship. Oh well, we don't have any chairs left. Oh. Must have had to do a lot of placing for stuff, I guess. So, let me just put in some more chairs. So, bang, 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 bang. Ooh, no, not you. Not this chair. Game editor? Oh, I've never actually seen that command before. I've never used it. Oh, they won't let me place that there. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to ask them to make a silver altar. Actually, can they? Do they need coal for this? Yes. So never mind, actually. A rock one will have to do. Which is fine. And then I can just put in some statues because we have statues. That should do for value. Oh, the game doesn't quite work with the narrative in your head? Yeah, that's fair. I've never actually... Like, I know the narrative for this game is like, you know, we want to make the best weapons and equipment we can to help our comrades back home and across the known world and all that. But I'm kind of interested in, you know, other options for that too. Let's put a few cabinets in here just to have a little bit more added value. It's not like we don't have them. There's a bunch of cabinets around. Anything of note? Not really. Oh, there's a thieving or mischievous creature. There's a large rat. I don't know if that can reach us. Can it swim? That's gone. Fair enough, I guess. So what's the value on this like right now? 2,600, and that's with just a few chairs and none of the actually nice stuff put in yet. Bone opal. Interesting. And pink garnet. Oh, another petition. A jeweler's guild. Alright, I've never actually had a fortress with a jeweler's guild in it, so let's dig that out as well. So, how wide is that? It's 10. So let's just go down like so. These are 10 by 15. So 10 by 15. That will do, I believe. That's enough space, essentially, for our dwarves to, you know, put in enough value for things. What I will do, though, I will cancel some of these statues. Just because I'm going to want to have 1 or 2 statues to put in here, maybe to make the value, depending on what's on the walls. Because some of these places have like gems on the wall, I think. Yeah, there's an amethyst cluster here, so this will also have an amethyst cluster. So hopefully that's enough to increase the value. That is nice. It would be nice for the people who are definitely going to get, you know, the mode now. You know, the mode's out tomorrow, I think. There'll be a big update tomorrow, so depending on what happens, we shall see. Oh, that's right. I also need to build. Did I build a? I believe I did. Yes, I built a slight bridge here. So if I go back up to here, I need to build some more machines, fluid, some levers. I'll put a lever there and a lever there, because those are nice and close. They're really close to the dining hall, so there's almost always people around. What are you doing? You're hauling some claystone mugs. So hang on, let me check this stockpile out. And let me just put none there for a minute. We just put all. None. None. All. None. None. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Type. Goblets. Let me see if that was our problem. Oh, so is that a thing? Like, oh yeah, that's fixed the problem. I was just being stupid with my storage setup. So is that a thing? Is that if someone's opposed to marriage but they have a lover, they won't marry and then they won't have kids? So that's actively a thing that won't happen? Like, if you have a dwarf in your fortress who is like, yeah, I don't want to get married, they will never reproduce, even though you know, you can have lovers and stuff like that. Huh. So being a lover doesn't really mean anything. It just means that you're sleeping together, but you'll never actually have a kid. Interesting. That's wild. So that's just fixed my problem where all of my mugs were being left out in the open here. So I was just being an absolute twat for the last couple streams. So anyone in the comments of the YouTube videos who wants to say that I finally fixed it, it has been 15-ish hours. So for that, I apologize. So you're on staggered training right now. Kind of wish I'd see them up here training more, but I don't see them up here training very often. It annoys me because I really want them to be training because we have really good spear dwarves now. I will also have to make another barracks in the future. So what I might do is I might put a barracks over here for our, or maybe I'll put it down here. Never apologize to commenters. Fair enough, Red. But what I might do is I might dig like a barracks down here for our really, really like important dwarves. Company of paint. That's fine. So then if I go back up here, yeah, you're dug out. Excellent. Anything in here useful? No, just some furniture and some. Oh, there's a tetrahedrite in the wall there. Is there any gemstones here? No, well, that's fine. You're still going to get the value from that from that other one. So where are you now? You're at 4,000. I don't necessarily know if this is going to make up to 6, and these are silver statues. What's the value of these things? That's not a very high value. Neither is that. Neither is that. I think our issue is that we just don't have anyone who's good at making stuff like that. Also, this stockpile is just cleaned out immensely, and all of a sudden we have like, wow, I was being an absolute moron. Well, now I know. Are these built? No, they're not. That's fine. But one thing I am kind of worried about is if something shows up and our dwarves can't take it. Because of the fact that it's, you know, it's a sacred beast or a forgotten beast or whatever. And it is just, you know, one of those things that we can't really do much about. I don't know how that's going to go. Because certain forgotten beasts can break down walls. Right now, this is a way in, but I don't think anyone can reach it. What? Oh, yeah, that's at 4. That's fine. That's 4 as well. That's wild. That's a hell of a way to explode your population. Also, Chiller, maybe you know this, but is the reason why my dwarves haven't gotten to this big plot that I've planned for ages now, is it because of the fact that all the ways there are blocked by these terror caps and fungi wood stuff, and they won't get them out of the way? Because I think that's what it is. I think they're basically saying, "Oh, we don't need to. We can't reach that, even though it's not warning me that's inaccessible." Like I think it's the same with these walls over here. They haven't been built because they're inaccessible, more or less. So if I was to go in here, construction, can't dig out that native gold, by the way, because it is in the border wall. But if I do that, for example, people should be able to get there. But they can't get to here because they're being blocked on like accounts by all of these growing like underground trees, I guess. Always test by trying to send a squad. Interesting. Was not aware that was a thing you could do. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to cancel these manually. So if I go in here, you guys are off duty right now. And if I tell you to move to here, Struck Morgalina, Stray Dogs. Cool. So I should see them come up here, I think. There's a slope here they can come up, yeah. Oh, there's one. Oh no, they can pass through it. Yeah, so they can make it there. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm just going to dig out that anyway, because they should be able to reach here, and I have it set up that they should be able to... There's like 5 or 6 planters basically going at all times. Maybe they're a bit busy. Maybe there's a bit going on. Right, you've been dug out. Doors and hatches. Put in 2 doors. 20 more planters. Maybe. Looking for people here who have nothing else. You're a herbalist. You're a farmer. You're a bone carver. Animal trainer, animal dissector. thresher. You're a bowyer. You're a paper maker. You're a fishery worker. There we go. That should give more people more stuff to do. Then we just want tables for this one, so that's at least not overlapping. Oh, misclick. There we go. Now I'm curious, what's the value in here? Meeting area. Don't accept. This will be a guild hall for our jeweler guild. 1200. So I think what I need to do then is I need to put in statue in each corner. That should bring it up to the right value, more or less. Yeah, it's 100% considering doing that because, you know, I don't necessarily think they affect the quality of it. So yeah, it looks like we're actually out of coal entirely now. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set this as a 1. So yeah, it's probably a good idea to get the magma forges going at this point. Cool, cool. Anything going on there? No. Oh, Nuzlocke, yeah. So I was actually watching Rainovirus Jr. play a soul lock with Shenpai. And that was a lot of fun. They've been playing that for a couple weeks now, and it's always great fun watching watching someone who you've known for a long time play a game with someone who isn't too aware of it. Like Shay has played Pokemon before, but she's never played the really older Pokemons, so. Right, so this is actually done, so I'm going to cancel that. So this thing must actually be worth a decent amount of money. 270. You have to remember, though, I only need to get this to what? 2,000 instead of... Yeah, 2,000 instead of 10,000. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some more furniture, some more statues. I only have 1. Oh, another petition. Oh, boy. Oh, sure. Another citizen? Absolutely. Never say no to more citizens. I know that it might be a were creature, but hey, who cares? We have enough silver. Oh, we've found another cavern. Oh, what's over here? Oh, more stuff. Oh, so it has no stock built in. Yeah, that's convenient. I've seen certain ROM hacks have that as an option. $5? Yeah, that's true. So now that we found our second cavern lair, which is good in a way, I'm going to go ahead and dig out the actual proper sized stairwell. Yeah, it's barely any deeper than the one we already found, which is wild. Dig out all the way to here. You can emerge there. This area looks relatively easily walled off. Never caught a giant cave spider. Tunnel tube truck. What the hell is that? Goblin cap. Floor fungus. Oh, they're more stuff and more things. So if I go over this way. Yeah, so it looks like there's nothing else this way. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to keep digging this way. Oh, I see. So what you're saying is that you would like set up, you would have like a wall, say for example, like set up along here. You would have a bunch of random traps placed around because your dwarves can never be trapped by your own traps. If I remember correctly. Which means that you don't necessarily need to worry about, you know, your own dwarves falling into your own traps. They will pathfind around them because they are relatively intelligent that way. That's wild though. That's less than a level. Yeah, like if I was to figure out a way to like, I could flood this whole cavern. That's crazy. Usually I expect them to be relatively far apart, but it might be in this map that they actually spawned really close together. That's fine. I'll just go over here and I will do the same thing where I dig down some more levels. Go down to like 55, say. Negative 55. What I will do then is I will go here. And then I will go here. I will go to where is our level with our walkway. There it is. I will go here. Cavern 2. And then assign it here. Yeah, we definitely need some more coal. What I might do, because we have a shit ton of stuff, I will do this. I will just go ahead and make charcoal, put it on repeat. Because we have a bunch of stuff here. If I go into add new work detail, and then if I go to not farming related, oh, it is farming related. If I go to wood burning, you two are good at it. You're both going to do it. Just so that way we can get some coal up and running in a cheap, easy fashion. Because there's a bunch of wood around, and I don't really care. I think some of the elves said during our last encounter that they would start to consider us enemies if they if we continue chopping down trees. But we have enough trees downstairs now that it doesn't matter. Oh, I see. That's an interesting method. So, can I gather this stuff? No. What the hell are you? Guys, should I be worried? Should I be worried? Because, like, these guys don't have any combat skill? They're like cockroaches? Oh, okay. So, equip, update equipment. You guys are gonna move down here. Oh, I see. They're seeing our dwarves and then they're running away. That's interesting. Ha! Oh my god. Injure a civilian, but they're not going to kill anyone. Alright, well here's what I'll do. I will turn that off real quick, and I'll have our spear dwarves stay there. And then I will have you guys come to here. Oh my god. This dwarf is just putting on a party. It's good combat experience, at least. So now what I need to do is... constructions wall. And stop that construction. Well, that was interesting. Okay, both of you guys, no more alert. Lapis lazuli. Yeah, so this is our spearmaster. They're a paper maker by trade. No, this is the wrong guy. If I go into this squad, this guy. Let me just find him here. So Edem. I believe it's this one. Yes. This is our spearmaster. They're a high master discipline. They're a high master fighter. They're a master spear dwarf. And they're proficient at quite a few things otherwise. Which is good to see. Guys are doing well. So are those... will those things just show up at random? Or if you kill a bunch of them, will they just go away? Oh wow, there is a lot more of this area than I thought there would be. It's fine, I guess. Wall. If you kill stuff, more stuff will spawn. Right, so the only way to stop them from like going into our fort and trying to what's the word? Like trying to steal stuff from us would be to essentially set up a little defensive perimeter where there are always dwarves, like set up a patrol to have our military dwarves like come down here and check stuff all the time. Which kind of seems a bit annoying, to be honest. Just get rid of that and instead do an up ladder here. And then go across. So yeah, there's a bunch of them that are dead now because we killed a load of them. Which, in a way, probably a bad thing. Oh, that's true. Traps are a thing. Let me just put a door in there. Cage traps. Oh no, don't put it there. Traps. Cage trap. I also assume that down here is actually probably better to plant your stuff, maybe? I don't necessarily know, to be honest. Because I know that it says that when you do it on like surface level but inside of a cave thing, the tanner has been stung by a bumblebee. Oh wow. Does that mean we actually have someone who's doing medical stuff right now? Because that would be our first ever medical dwarf use. You're unconscious and injured. Huh. Is that wall I just built connected to a tavern roof? No. I need to put her floor in here. Which is fine. I have a bunch of blocks around. Oh, another petition. Oh, another entertainer. Perfectly fine with that. Also, just because I know that sometimes you can get flyers around, I'm gonna make sure that all of that is boxed in. Oh, you're starving. So you probably didn't get assigned because I was being stupid and didn't check while we were domesticated. Grazers only. Not assigned here. There we go. I should fix that. And then this petition outstanding is, yeah. So let me just check how that's going. How close are you guys to... halfway there? I will admit that worries me. But what I can do is I can put in some more cabinets. And actually, you know what? Let me just cancel those really quick. And put in some more cabinets. While setting a filter of... there. Of masterful? We only have 2. So the 2 of those, that's fine. So let's put in a couple of these. They'll be worth a decent amount of money. Oh, engrave the whole thing? Yeah, smart. Actually, what I'll do, because we have a low... I think we have 2 people who are technically high master engravers. I think we have a legendary engraver. And a high master engraver. We have a legendary grandmaster and a competent. So I think a lot of our engravings will be very good at the very minimum. Oh, native gold. Nice. Yeah, you're being brought to where you should be. Good. I do believe, however, we need some more bedrooms. So what I might do is I might go to the other end of this block. So where is that? It is there. Perfect. So it would be there, 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 and there, and then there. Yep. We got a few more bedrooms just to have a little bit more area. Because I think we are starting to get to a point where our bedroom count is lower than our potential citizenry. And I know that, you know, there's the whole thing of, well, it's not that big of a deal because people will stay in rooms together if they're families and all that. But yeah, I often find it's nicer to have more of them than to have less of them. And it's not like it's a big deal digging out, you know, a small amount of bedrooms. You know, just dig out 2 blocks of bedrooms along here, so. What I might do is just connect up this and this as well. And also maybe go this way with it, so that way dwarves don't have to go all the way over here to get down to places. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure stuff out that way. I'm just kind of trying out stuff here. I'm kind of figuring out what my layout is like after I've already dug stuff out. So. Where are those being left here? Who left that crossbow there? That's weird. Yeah, you see, we've already gotten 2 masterpieces engravings, which will definitely help with the valuation. Yep. So I suppose what I could do is I could remove a couple of these statues here and engrave a bit of this. So I think that's what I will actually do. I think I'll engrave like that on this side and remove 1 or 2 of these statues, like that and that. Just to have the statues because we might want them for something else. How much charcoal do we have? Not a lot. Yeah, so this is emptied. And this should be where our coal coke and stuff is. There's only 1 bit of charcoal there. I don't know if they'll use charcoal to refine stuff. Maybe they will. Can I check the orders here for that? That's a good question. Is charcoal considered refined coal? Or is charcoal just considered charcoal? Yeah, so you'll make it there. Oh, you want certain goods made. Probably more ballista bolts. Yep, that's fine. We're making bolts. Actually, let me put in an order for bone bolts. Charcoal is the same as coal. Good. So what I might do is I might maybe expand down here with another resource area and just move a bunch of coal down, move a bunch of logs down here, because there's a bunch of logs obviously up here. We have a load of space for logs down here. Put in another charcoal, put in another wood burner, and that would allow us more or less to you know, get stuff ready. Honestly, I am kind of tempted to try and, like, can you harvest all this stuff? Like, there's loads of dimple cups and stuff here, obviously. Plump helmets and dimple cups, and I don't know what tunnel tubes are. Oh, they're trees. I see, they're trees. Interesting. So, on that thing of, like, the more stuff you kill, the more stuff spawns, we killed a giant a while ago. And nothing has kind of showed up since when it comes to exterior threats, aside from, like, you know, the odd raid that we've dealt with pretty easily. But obviously there's, you know, there's other things that might show up in the future that way that won't be as easy to deal with. Oh yeah, there they are. Look. Crundles. Where is your description? There's one here, isn't there? Oh, it's a regular spawn table on them. Yeah. So like we've got a bunch of them now that have spawned. I don't know if... Oh, they're amazing climbers, so I think they can climb these surfaces here. So what I guess I could do is I could floor like that, because I think in the case of climbing, you can't climb like around a loop, around a lip, if you know what I mean. So for example, they couldn't climb up these like cliffs if there's a lip above them. Now obviously they're not dangerous. You know, these are just sheer cliffs. I believe. I think. I could be wrong, they could be slopes. But once you've basically got them dug in the way. Oh, health. Health is where you see it. Okay. Health. Description. Tiny ground monster with large claws and horns that walks on two legs is dangerous when encountered in large numbers. He is mighty, extremely agile, and slow to tire, but is quite susceptible to disease. He is incredibly muscular. His scales are crimson and his eyes are black. So if there's like several hundred of these things coming at you, it might be a problem. So yeah, I'm essentially going to work off of the rule that, you know, if I wall them out and they can't get to me, you know, like once there stops being... Oop. There's a Fey mood. Or did they find something? Moody Dwarf, yeah. So that's fine. I'm going to go off the assumption that once they can't get to me, I'm more or less safe to, like, you know, grow stuff down here. Because right now I don't necessarily want to start growing things and be told, oh yeah, we've lost a bunch of seeds and a bunch of stuff to these random creatures that exist down here. I don't necessarily know if that's a thing we can do, if we can stop them from stealing stuff from us. Yeah, so I haven't seen many animals. I've seen quite a few what are they called? Kias. Like, we've gotten spawns of 10 to 15 Kias at a time. For you know, those, what are they called? Mischievous creatures, I think is what they refer to them as. Oh, Gabbro. I think, no, this isn't furnace safe or magma safe. I don't think we have any magma safe rock yet, is the problem either. Oh, this is full. Just do that. Yeah, so I made myself an absolute idiot by not realizing that I should also make sure that there's actually the types of... Basically, I had this set up. I'll show you. I had this set up Like, I had a setup where all the only thing that I had clicked was the type of goblet. I didn't have stone or clay clicked. So it basically said, okay, anything that the only thing we can store here is a goblet. But it can't be made of anything. So it just didn't work. Quite obviously enough. Oh, you wish to join as a citizen? Sure, why not? Cut gems. Yeah, so I don't think we're necessarily keeping up with our demands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start. Well, there's a bunch of dig commands down here, isn't there? Oh wait, hang on, wait. Oh, there's wet stone here. Oh, that's right, because yeah. Shit. Well, that's annoying. That's a bit annoying, alright. Can I go deeper here? It looks like it. Well, that's going to annoy me now. So just go down to like elevation minus 25, minus 30 it looks like there. Just get rid of that. Miasma? Where's that miasma coming from? Oh, the body here. Let me just Control M. Just give that miasma a place to get away for now. That's a bit annoying. Should have realized that, though. I should have realized that the bodies here would start to decompose. There are cats out and about, though. My assumption is that those crundles will attack the cats. Which I'm not particularly okay with, but hey, they're out there. Yeah, I don't really mind the flying spawns, mostly because it's just like, oh, flying spawns, whatever. They're birds. They're kind of annoying when you start the game, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, when you start your save, you end up in a situation where, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You end up in a situation where all of the birds essentially, you know, steal some of your exterior stuff. Which I don't necessarily care about, to be honest. It's one of those things where it's more or less fine a lot of the time. Because it's just wood. There must be a ton of bodies down here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. So you have iron bars, dog leather, pig leather. Oh boy, that's a lot of miasma. Yeah, that's a lot of miasma being generated by these corpses. Jesus. Let me just... get rid of all that for now. Because I don't want you guys really hanging out down here, to be honest. We're gonna give these bodies time to decompose. You're gonna finish. You might as well finish building that now that you're here. Knowing my luck, that's actually the amount of time it will take for the bodies to decompose is already passed. Let me just keep digging down here. We're going to minus 50. That'll do. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of miasma for those bodies. I didn't expect it to be that bad. Struck cobaltite. Some dresses have been made. I'm going to turn up. For what? I'm going to turn up our... If I can find it. Where's our meals in here? There it is. Prepare fine meals. I'm going to put that up to like 50. And the same with the drink. Put that up to 50. And I'm probably going to go ahead here and just dig out another area here. To put some more stills and stuff in there. And maybe another kitchen. Boom, 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 boom. Is this at the right value yet? No. So let me just do this then. Another bit of engraving. Let me put in like a line of engravings in front of these. Because we have specific engravers. They'll get that done quickly enough. What shield are you carrying? Oh, you're carrying a steel shield and a bronze spear. See, I get quite finicky about miasma because I always assume that my dwarves are going to get really, really pissy when miasma is around, and they usually do. Dwarves usually aren't very happy when there's a bunch of miasma around. You reached the bottom of this yet? Almost. An iron spear. Very cool. Let us take a look at it. Worth 9,000. Pretty good. It is a circle of bands of iron, menaces with spike of ginkgo wood and dog leather. On the item is the image of It's an image of squares in dog leather. You know, it's an image of square cut gem in colonite. On the item is an image of a rectangular capuchon in pig leather. On the item is an image of cucumber vines in walnut wood. Image of giant elephant in ginkgo wood. Interesting. Cool. Oh, beware its webs. Oh, Christ. Where are you? Okay, so you're down there. I don't know if you can get to us. Its body is also made of vomit. So that's very not good. Oh, fuck. Right, dwarves, I'm gonna need you to kill that thing. Is it dead? I think it's dead. And we have lost 2 dwarves because of it. Rest in peace. Moment of silence for those lost. Killed by that. So I think what happened there... yeah, this is an up-down stair. Oh no, it's still alive. Hang on. No, so it's still alive. We're still fighting it. Lost a miner. Does it need to have to stand, though, is the thing? Because it's... Oh, its legs is broken. Its left lower leg is smashed open. Left lower arm is broken. Upper arm. Upper leg. Upper leg is smashed open. Its center tail is broken. Its center tail is smashed open. Its right lower arm is broken. Its right lower arm is smashed open. It has a bunch of wounds, but it's not dead yet. It's also lost its vision, but I think that's because it can't actually see. I'm just going to let this play. I don't think it's going to be able to kill all of our dwarves. Oh, we lost a spear dwarf. Yeah, we lost one of our military dwarves. Oh, is it dead? It's dead. There's a bone doctor's been found dead as well. So we lost 7 or 8 dwarves to that. So I'm just gonna go up to hang on, I'm gonna go up to here. I think we have enough here to cover the amount of dwarves that we lost. But just in case, I'm going to go ahead and put in some more tombs here. How many military dwarves did we lose? We lost 1. Now, mind you, it's likely that some of our dwarves are going to be light up in bed. Because of the fact that they don't have... Because of the fact that there is now a case of... well, we have enough doctors and surgeons and stuff. Let me just put you onto this. You're a novice. You don't really need to be worried about being on this. But we have traction benches. We have soap. We have bars of soap. Is the corpse mangled? The corpse is mangled, yes. 5. Mangled vomit. Because its body was made of vomit. So... Can't really butcher that. No, its body is made of vomit. I remember that being a thing in the thing we read. So yeah, I actually thought, yeah, I thought that we'd lose our fortress because we don't actually have any dwarves armed with steel weapons yet. All of our dwarves are essentially armored with, they're all armed and armored with, upper left back tooth? Oh, God. There's a mangled corpse there. Vengeful when joining an existing conflict. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, there's another dwarf there. There's a dwarf there. Wow. Webs are OP? Yeah, I've heard a lot of people basically say that like web is one of the worst things, and poison or like something like that, because I think certain forgotten beasts can spit poison. Hey Irish Alan, welcome to the chat. You've just missed us killing our first forgotten beast. We lost about 7 or 8 dwarves in the process. One of them was one of our military dwarves. One of them was one of our miners. I don't know if it was one of our legendary ones. No, it wasn't. Yep. So, this was a creature made of vomit with multiple tails and could spit webs. So there are a bunch of webs spread around. We've gotten very lucky. Oh, there's a... What the hell are you doing here? Oh, whatever. Whatever. Our squads, we need to reassign a position here, so range potential. You're a gem setter and you're an adequate mark dwarf, you'll do. So I'm just going to let this run for a moment, and I want to see how many dwarves go to our hospital. Because this is our hospital here. I don't know how bad it is. Because we did lose quite a few dwarves there. That's been dug out. That's good. Alright, so that's done. That makes them happy. Alright, so we have 3 dwarves here. There's diagnosis required on you. Diagnosis required on you. Ability to grasp somewhat impaired. Yeah, I've never seen that before, Chiller. Thankfully, I've been lucky enough in that, like, even our dwarves who end up in a situation where they get into a big fight, a lot of the time there's enough of them that, you know, they cover each other for that, I guess is the way to put it. But we have 3 dwarves here. It doesn't look like anyone's super injured. Except for maybe you might have a permanent injury. It's a good question, actually. What's it called? What the fuck is it called again? That's a doctor's guild. This is the hospital. Powder for casks. How the fuck do you make powder for that? Plaster powder? Make plaster powder. Where do you make plaster powder? DF plaster powder. Oh, I see. So, plaster? Well, we actually don't have any refined coal. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to go ahead and... So, like, if anyone here has any broken bones, I don't know if I'll be able to actually help them. Right, so I think you've been... have you been diagnosed? Needs immobilization. That's a splint, because it's for arms, and we have splints. What about you? Have you been diagnosed? You know. So you should have everything you need on you to treat these people, I believe, because we have enough splints, we have enough... what's the word I'm looking for? Help me, people. We have enough thread, we have enough stuff like that. We should be fine. Gypsum's a rare material. We have a shit ton of it. You have gypsum everywhere. So I'm not too worried about it. Another petition. A new citizen. Absolutely. Replace the ones we've lost in the war. So it's just being dug out? Excellent it is. Oh, there's a wabbit. Someone has a pet wabbit. That's cute. Long ears, powerful hind legs. Extremely agile, but is flimsy, weak, quick to tire, and very slow to heal. He's very fat. His hair is chestnut, his skin is brown, his eyes are black. Cute little bunny wabbit. I am curious though, Chiller, if you have gypsum plaster and you have the ability to make plaster powder and make that sort of stuff, do dwarves heal better? Like, will my dwarves heal faster because of that? Severe blood loss. Have you been diagnosed yet? No. So we have a couple dwarves here in diagnosis. Actually, I should probably do this. Diagnostician, you're competent at. Great. Surgeon, you're talented. Great. Bone doctor, you're competent. That's fine. And then doctor. So that means now, at the very least, those other people will actually do those things, I believe. Oh, if your splints are fancy, that's fair. Also, thanks for the follow, Irish Alan. That's appreciated. You guys are helping me get a little bit closer to what's the word? To affiliate. So thank you for that. I could make them out of silver, I guess. But yet again, I am essentially out of refined coal. Man, there's a lot of cleaning up needs to be done down here. Yeah, magma forges. Haven't found the magma layer yet, though. I don't actually know how far down I need to go to get that kind of stuff. If it's like just go down to the bottom level, more or less, and that will do. Right, so cavern 3 or lower. So this is minus 10. And this is going to go down to minus 75? Yeah, minus 75. So I don't necessarily know what the levels are off the top of my head. Like, I don't know what the numbers for those are. The numbers, Mason. Unaware of exactly what that is, but, you know. Oh, we got migrants. Well, that's good at least. They'll help replace the dwarves we lost in the war. Have they been buried yet? They've been buried, yeah. There they are. We got a milker, a stone crafter, our spear dwarf. Rip. One of our miners, a fisher dwarf. We have a pet ram and a pet dog in there as well. Very unfortunate. Yeah, I'm hoping that I won't have to do too much digging, because there's a lot of digging already that's all of a sudden been assigned. In fact, there's so much more digging been assigned that I've actually gone ahead and like assigned more miner dwarves. I have 4 now instead of the ones I had, but what I might do is I might just do that. Just add an extra one. Just having a few more probably wouldn't hurt. Farming, put a still in here. Is farming where food is as well? Yeah, it's farming is where kitchen is. Let's put in 2 more of those and another still. That way, you know, our brewers aren't fighting over which one goes where, and it makes it a little bit easier for everybody. Also, it's dug out some coal, so there is actually coal in this wall. So that's not terrible either. Oh yes, these guys. Doors. What I realistically should do is just dig out this coal and build walls there instead using the stone blocks that I have. Like, there's a bunch of stone blocks up here. And down here as well, I believe. Yeah, here. So, you know. Yeah, so it seems like these guys are actually quite intelligent. They're walking, like, through the door. Which is kind of annoying in a way. Do. Yeah, so I think what's happening is they're climbing up the wall over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put down some floor here now that the miasma's gone. Also, we learned something there, because I remember back when I was initially digging down my my mines, and I asked, "Hey, can forgotten beasts climb upstairs if they're open into a cavern?" And it turns out the answer is yes, because that's what happened there. They ended up climbing up the wall. Sorry, they ended up climbing up the interior of that stairwell that's emerged into this area. That's how they got in here. Also, I kind of wonder if if killing all of these guys is what's caused what caused that thing to spawn, because I think Chiller mentioned earlier on that when you kill things, it kind of makes other stuff spawn. The Sect of Suns wants a temple complex and a high priest, so I think we do already have them. Yeah, it's these guys, the Sect of Suns. Oh, they don't actually have a priest. Sure. Different spawn conditions, same table as the giant. Ah, I see. But yeah, more of them have spawned now. So what's this again? Sorry. 14 by 17. So that. And that. And that. No. Why isn't that even? Oh, it's because I've not done that. That's why. And it's this dugout. Excellent, it is. Oh, there's coal and stuff down here too. That's good. So what did I want to do? Yes, I wanted to go into here. I want to paint this. I want to paint this a lot bigger. Do that maybe. And then in here, I want to go into furnaces. I want to go into wood smelter, and I want to throw an absolute shit ton of them in here. And then I want to make a thing here. And I want it just to be bars and blocks. Mega Beasts will just randomly show up once you hit a certain fort pop / value and don't stop new ones from coming into the map. Yeah, because I've seen it before where like a forgotten beast will spawn in a corner of a cavern where they can't get out of, or they'll spawn in an area like across from the water area of a cavern, and that will essentially mean that you know, we can't actually do anything about it because the whole thing is flooded. And this thing can't fly or it can't crawl, so it's stuck there more or less. No, it's not there. Where is... I can just check the other stockpile because it's up here. Oh, it's another materials. Other materials. Oh. Why? Excuse me? Bars and blocks, other materials, coal. Bars and blocks, other materials, coal. Having a moment there, folks. That's kind of scary because, you know, I think our dwarves are recovering. Now, this guy's got beaten up. Poor guy. Well, you're our master spear dwarf. Did you get hurt? No, you didn't. Fair enough. Hey, Achin. How you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream. I was supposed to be doing a component cast later today in... should be a couple minutes, but unfortunately it's not happening. So I decided I'd stream a bit today. Usually I wouldn't. So I think once this is built in, they won't be able to climb up and around. Oh, no, never mind. There should be some more floors here. Which, honestly, I am fine with. I will then probably end up using some of this area to grow some more crops. So I'll probably do a second downstairs area. Granite blocks. People are actively getting fighting experience and leaving a bunch of miasma in the tunnels because of that. I won't lie, I'm half tempted to seal off this cavern because of those guys, because they keep basically killing a bunch of people, and, well, not killing, they basically keep dying and leaving miasma generating corpses, which is obviously bad for dwarves. But in a way, I think what I might end up doing is later on, I might end up just sending my spear dwarves down here. Oh wow, they just killed a cat. Aw. Alright, you know what? You come here. Down there. Golden burl. Oh. Stray cat's been found dead. That's sad. We got a dehydrating or drowsy unit. Who are you? Oh, you're a random rabbit that belongs to somebody who has been mining for ages, probably. There you are. New set of stairs outside your surface walls so you can lock forgotten beasts out and then let them loose on sieges. That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting way to deal with it. You're the only one who showed up. I don't think there's any more of them down here, is there? No, there is. So just move down the bottom of this and just kill anything you see along the way. Let me just follow you there. Yep. Oh, I need to stop following them around, thank you. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it run for a few more minutes on that, and I will make my mind up. Oh, is there birds down here? Cave swallows. Interesting. Need more refined coal. These built? Yeah, they're built. Let me just go in here to this one. It should be wood burners. Wood burner. Oh, you got a leather worker there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to find someone here at random who doesn't do anything else. You're a potash maker. You're a shearer. You're a peasant. You're a siege operator. Giant cave swallows are dangerous but amazing if you can train them for hunting. I could see that. That makes sense. So now we should have a bunch of people coming down here to burn a bunch of... Yeah, so look, Crundles have actually managed to get all the way up here and get into fights with our dwarves. So that's crazy. These guys are just absolutely, like, thirsting for something. Like, these guys are just, like, coming all the way up here looking for stuff. I don't necessarily know if I like the idea of them being here. But I guess I'm kind of stuck with them for now. But I guess what I could do is I could have just, like, built a wall around this instead of putting in all this flooring, but it's fine. It's fine. It means that at the very least, if I want to, I can dig around this way and like do some exploratory caving. Has this been dug out yet? No, it hasn't. That's fine. These haven't been finished being built yet, but there's a bunch of operators now, a bunch of wood burners who should get their stuff built and ready to go. Troubleshoot your defenses? That's true, yeah, I can see that. Because, like, these guys somehow managed to just know just to come... I assume the reason is because there's no, like, break here. They can just go straight in. For example, if this door was, like, here, and they were coming in this way, it might hit... They probably would hit more of the traps. But I think now... I think because of how climbing works, and please correct me on this if I'm wrong, because I know this applies to surface creatures when it comes to... Ooh, black diamonds. When it comes to obsidian. When it comes to creatures on the surface who are climbing, they can't climb a overhang. So for example, if I was to knock out this bit of wall here and build a wall, or build a floor all the way around, essentially as like a deterrent, they can't go over the wall and climb in on top of us. But there is also the fact, I believe, that they can't climb smooth surface because there's nowhere to climb on them, and technically exterior walls like these built walls count as smooth walls. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard. That's how I understand it. So for example, once these last few tiles are put in, they will get to the edge of this like wall here, try to climb up and get stuck. Or maybe I've killed them all, because I don't see any more of them. What I am worried about, though, is the possibility of that happening again, where like a forgotten beast can just fly up through the bottom of my area there, because that was quite like scary. Like multiple people in the chat were like, "Hey, you could lose here." And I believe them, because that's Dwarf Fortress, baby. That's Vegas, baby. Right, so all these wood furnaces are built. If I go in here, Oh. Charcoal. There we go. Just have them make... if the amount of one refined coal is less than 150, and the amount of logs we have is more than 50, because we'll always have a lot of logs, make me 50 charcoal, just to cover us while we're like trying to still put stuff together. I know magma furnaces, I know, but still having the ability to make iron or just smelt stuff using regular stuff, I'll just mark that to be tossed in the bin. I know it's technically probably not possible, but I'll do it anyway. And I know the magma furnaces will be a lot more efficient in the long run, and they'll be a lot better for, you know, all that sort of stuff, because they use less resources to cook things and all that as well. But it's still a good idea, I think, to have some coal around and have charcoal around, in case I'm like, oh, I want to put in like an order for just regular stuff, and I can have it work here at like the regular smelters, because we have a bunch of them. So I don't think it hurts, essentially, is what I'm going to say. So what I will do is I will go down to our regular sized here, and I will order some stuff chopped down, because we have a bunch of underground trees that we can use to chop down and feed stuff, because like there's more and more stuff growing all the time. Oh, I see. They're putting their bad stuff in there. I see. That's fair. So yeah, there's some charcoal being made, which is good. Which means that our jobs will probably continue for a bit. An elite Marks Dwarf, hey? Who is that? Morul. So if I go in here, there you are. Yeah. He's also these guys will become a little bit of a hammer dwarf as well, because, you know, to dwarves, sometimes, if you'd believe it, you gotta smash a thing in the face, which is why making crossbows out of metal is usually a good idea, because dwarves will smash things in the face with it. Oh, who the fuck are you? Plump Helmet Man. What the fuck? Yeah, so see, they tried to climb up there, but they couldn't. Petition. Entertainment, yep. Yeah, lots of redundant layers. It's probably a good idea. Oh, wow, they got up some way. Are you hostile? Are these things hostile? Are these plump helmet people, are they hostile to us? I mean, it looks like it. Are they about to get stuck in a trap? No. So are they not hostile? They aren't. Interesting. I'm a bit curious on that. That's wild. So we just have a random plump helmet visitor here. So if I go into here, if I go into other... Yeah, there's plump helmet man. So they're wild animals. So they're not necessarily hostile to us. Huh. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Ah, that's a shit ton of hematite in those walls. Right, folks, I'm just gonna let this run because I need to go to the bathroom real quick. Hello. Sorry, I thought I hit mute on the mic. I hope you didn't hear anything too undiscerning. Could DF hack the dwarf, the mushroom people to be citizens? That's wild. See, I thought they were just random like spawns. That they could be like randomly hostile or unhostile to you. Kind of like, oh my god, there's so much miasma. Oh my fucking god. That's really bad. Get rid of that thing. See, that's really annoying because it'll make more dwarves unhappy. Yeah, so now we have a load more dwarves who are unhappy. I know it's not necessarily a big deal. But at the same time, I think it's kind of important. Also, wow, we're running low on drink real fast. Let me just go down here to here. Brew drink from plant. Oh, the other ones haven't been made yet. Okay, that's probably our problem. Why haven't you been made yet? We definitely need more than just one still going at a time, I think. Our problem seems to just be we don't have enough stills going. Because we have enough plant, relatively. And I can go down here, say, and, you know, just put up a big old harvest thing here and just do that. And it'll find anything that it can harvest and harvest it, which is fine. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend this as like a long-term strategy because, you know, things will eventually just run out. More petitions. More citizens. Absolutely. We need more. No. Grow dimple cups. And plump helmets, since you don't have any seeds left for that. Oh, this has been done? Finally. It's summer right now. It's late summer. So in the autumn, grow plump helmets, and in the winter, grow plump helmets, and in the spring, grow sweet pods, and in the summer, grow cave wheat. This almost got you at the beginning of my run. Yeah. I think the issue is that we just don't have enough stills going. We only have one still. Well, we have 2 stills going. And I think we only have 3 brewers. Yeah. You're a stonecrafter. Stonecrafter, gem setter, captain of the guard. You're our baroness. Gem setter. You're a spinner. You'll do. You'll also do brewing. Actually, no, wait. Hang on. Brewer. You're in the military. You're a spinner. You'll do. And you 2 are cooks. So I'm more than happy for you 2 to just cook and keep stuff going. Because we have enough food. We just don't seem to have enough drink. Because I don't like having less pops than we have drink. Because it would mean that if all of our pops got thirsty, we would have no drink to keep them going. Yeah, so what I might do is I might just chop down a bunch of trees down here as well. And I might start digging. I might make another farm down here. Where's that miasma coming from? Is there a body in here? There. Bin it. Blue diamond. Cool. Oh, by the way, Red, there's also black diamonds down here. And obsidian. Did they manage to finish those stairs? I believe so, because if you find... No, they didn't. They haven't found the tavern. They haven't found this yet. Probably because it's relatively low priority. Which is kind of not true anymore. So go ahead and start digging that out. That's definitely higher priority than digging out the random walls up here again. So what I will do is, because this technically is no longer needed. Technically. Make sure that's still on. Yeah, let me just go to my herbalist as well. I think we've hit the point here where I need to essentially just accept we need more people. We need more people assigned to more things. Plant gatherers. So yeah, I only have 2 herbalists. So let me just assign more people to it. Doesn't necessarily matter who in the end. But, you know, these people will get better at it. And just having more people gather up stuff and plant stuff never hurts. Oh, there's something in here. This miasma is really, really irritating. I'm not going to lie. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to remove that. Which I think will mean that they will be able to... Which means that I won't be going up into the thing. Yeah, so that miasma is generating there. It's going up and out, I think. And no longer going into the cavern. That miasma, however, is... Yeah, so I think I figured out what might actually kill this fortress, and it might actually be the fact that our dwarves are going to go into a mood spiral because of the miasma. I think that might actually be what causes it. Oh, yes. What's this petition for? The Sect of Suns. So yeah, this fortress might not do very well. My asthma? Yeah, my asthma. My asthma. My lungs don't work properly. But also, we have dead bodies producing... hang on, quick save here. We have bodies that produce basically a mist that when dwarves breathe it, they retch, which cause bad thoughts. And because of the fact that those dead bodies are essentially spread out across the fortress... as you can see, there's miasma getting all the way up to the top stairs here. Even though, you know, the miasma is essentially coming all the way up the stairwell here. What I could do for a time, I suppose, well, actually, no, these bodies are already decomposing. So it's probably one of the bodies down here. Oh, it's the cat. Oh no, it's the poor stray cat, and it's the random bodies essentially that I've left around because of like killing things. So for example, this is rotten. So it's generating miasma. Oh, there's a snatcher around. Where is it? Random dwarven thief. Who are you? Oh, you're an animal trainer. You're a grown-up dwarf. I'm not too worried about you being stolen. Need splint. Right. Wooden splint. Let's make 10 of them. So I think he'll just hit one of the traps here and get caught. I don't think that's much of a worry. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go straight into the traps here. And caught. Yeah, so we're out of splints, it looks like. But that's not a big deal. That's an easy fix. Hospital. Just up that to 10. Up that to 10. Because it's a relatively big hospital. Charcoal has been completed, which means that it's likely that our forges are up and running again. which is good. Yeah, we got some charcoal here. Good, good, good. You're planting pigtails. Cave wheat and pigtails. Has this stuff been built? It has. Excellent, excellent. People are actively doing stuff. Good, 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 good. Our amount of drinks might be going up a bit. Let me just... Oh, another petition. A grand guild hall for the Farmers Guild. Okay. I'm not nearly as chuffed about that, but we do have a lot of farmers, I believe. Yeah. So, furniture, statue. Let me just put in 2 statues. And then let me just engrave all of this area. Because we basically have a cheat code in that we have a legendary engraver. Which means that they will engrave all of this and it will do really, really well. Like, it'll look really nice. Oh wow, there's a bunch of dwarves moving down. Got gems is completed. Stone cutter. Need splint. So people are making splints, I'm pretty sure. The Sect of Suns. Yep, that's right. I need to go back up here. I need to go in here. I need to do the same thing here. Just engrave a big old bunch of this. Big old bunch of this area here just to increase the value more or less. Yeah, so miasma is a really bad thing. Miasma actively causes dwarves to have bad thoughts. It can cause them to get sick, which is also pretty bad. While we have pretty decent medical dwarves around, which is very nice to have, I don't necessarily know how good they would do if a load of people got sick, or if, in the worst case scenario, a bunch of people ended up in a mood spiral. And what can happen there is a bunch of dwarves will essentially attack each other, or like throw a temper tantrum and start attacking things, and they will either kill a bunch of dwarves and then mood spiral again because they killed a bunch of dwarves, and that will essentially continue for the rest of the game until, you know, you get lucky, more or less, and it stops, and maybe you have enough of a fortress left that you can salvage it. Or, alternatively, it doesn't stop, and the fortress is lost, and you end up with a bunch of raving madmen. Oh, that's right, I need to connect these. So this one's going to be out, inner... No. Tavern. And we will link this to... You should have mechanisms. There should be mechanisms around. Yeah, there are mechanisms around. So yeah. Link this lever. Why can't we? Yeah. Odd. Right, you're training, which is good. We're seeing people train. You're still there because I think you're... Yeah, you need a splint. And you are seriously injured. You're in traction. You have 2 infections, 3 infections. So yeah, you might die of your wounds, which is very unfortunate, to be honest. Don't think I've ever had that happen before, where dwarves die of their wounds, but hey, if it happens, unfortunately, that's just the way it is in Dwarfland. Given that in that encounter, then we would have lost 6 dwarves total. Given that it was a legendary beast, sorry, not a legendary beast, a forgotten beast with what's it called? With the webs feature, and the body was made of vomit, and it also healed really quickly. The fact that we managed to win that with only minimal losses is very good. Actually, you know, I should check him. What is personality? Poor analytical ability. So he doesn't heal particularly quickly. He's patient. So all in all, it could be a lot worse, I guess, for our dwarves here, but things are looking fairly middling right now. Our drinks has gone up quite a bit since we ended up putting in these new things, and we've got more brewers going. That definitely helps. We've got a lot of wood, so we can keep going with our charcoal for now. Let me just go down to 5 here. We're still seeing some miasma be generated. Not as much as there was, though. If I go all the way down here... Yeah, you still haven't found it yet. What's that? Kimberlite. Nothing important. So we're just gonna dig all the way down to like 129 is the maximum depth. So go ahead and do it. Bismuthine. Is that used for bismuth bronze? I don't think so. Not sure though. So let me just go back down here. Oh, there's dimple cups being planted. Brew drink from plant is done. Nice. Graves of masterpieces. Very nice. What's the value over here like now? 7,000. You know what? Go ahead and just engrave all of the flooring. And this back wall as well. Yeah, even if the body had been made of like just bone or like something simple, the 3x3 structure with the diamonds. So like here, this needs to be mined. Oh, there's rubies in there as well. So yeah, go ahead and mine that out. But I think because we're using spears, we have a relatively high anti-armor stat, if I remember correctly, because spears are quite good at piercing armor, because obviously, you know, point and all that, so it's not as bad with it. What wasn't in classic? Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, the 3x3 gem pockets, so like this. I think there's a few up here as well. There was one that I remember seeing that might have been over here. Yeah, so there's like an obsidian chunk there with, and I think there was like diamonds in it, I think. I mean, it's a cool little addition. Probably have some over here somewhere as well. It's like a Kinder Egg. They have random stuff in the middle. That's cool. I think all the way over here, actually. I think at the start of the stream, I said I was going to go over and get this yellow diamond. And I haven't yet. What's that? Oh, Olem remains. Huh. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Well, since you said that, come down here, Mr. Spear Dwarves. Alert. Their wagons have bypassed. Oh no, why is it inaccessible? Oh, is it because of like the rocks and stuff? I've been waiting for them to oh, it's because of this goddamn rock. Oh no, I've been waiting for them to come because I wanted to trade them a bunch of iron anvils because they're looking for anvils. So if I do this and type in anvil, they're willing to pay 216% or something for these anvils. So I'm just going to trade them some anvils because I don't need all of them. Finished good bins. I should make getting stuff there a lot quicker. Right, these petitions. I need to get these petitions sorted out before, like, dwarves get annoyed at me. So, meeting area. Accept. New temple. Which one is it again? Sect of Suns. Temple. Sect of Suns. Yeah, they're almost at enough value already, even without the a lot of the furniture in. Man, those good engravings, they're so convenient. Like, legitimately, it makes it so, like, easy. Not necessarily easy, but it makes it so much more attainable to, like, get to high values without having to, like, put in a bunch of stuff. Let me just also put in an order here for rock altar. Just make 10 of them, just to have a few of them in the inventory. Charcoal's done, more tetrahedrite, masterpiece, kimberlite, masterpiece, splints. Do we not have enough carpenters? What I'll do actually is I will go in here and I will throw 3 carpenters in here because we're not using anything else up here. There's stone workers, there's a crafts dwarves, there's some crafts dwarves for mechanics workshop. Yeah, I'll throw some stuff up here because we have this here. Is that in line? No. Kind of annoying. I wish it was. Oh, diplomacy. I always want leather. Ooh. Always want leather. Always want pigtail cloth. I will always take seeds. I'll take ammo. I'll take picks, even though I can make my own. Toys. Instruments. Drinks. And meat. Need for plants is expected. Right, so this is about to get dug. We'll see if there's anything in here that's any good. Well, it's next on the list anyway. So yeah, this is what our spear dwarves are wearing. They're wearing iron. They have iron armor, an iron breastplate, an iron mail shirt, iron helmet, iron spear, iron greaves, iron gauntlets. They should also be wearing iron high boots, which I don't know why they're doing. Oh, some of them don't have boots. That's interesting. Merchants have arrived. They're unloading their goods. Do we have everything we've already needed? No, we need 4 items. That's fine. If I remember correctly, you do have a pretty decent amount of time to do all this sort of, like, stuff, so this is already done. This is almost already done, and it'll be done once the engravings are in. Surrounding lands has been made a county. Where is that? Environment? No. So that's interesting. Round Axe the Lion now has technically its own lands internally. Obsidian, rough rubies, black diamonds. Huh. No death notifications. Yeah, that's right. Honestly, if I'd known that was a thing, I might not have done it. But hey, that's interesting to know that you should keep an eye out for these little pockets. They might have stuff in them. Neat splints. Engraved a masterpiece. Very nice. Let me just sort this. Just so that way all of the single to do ones will be at the top. Oh, also, that's a question. Woodcutters. Actually, cancel that. Woodcutters. Does that include wood crafting, or is that just wood cutting? Let's see. Oh, I'm blind. There it is. It's in crafts. So let me go ahead and add a new work detail with that in it. Oop. Nope. Where's the... There it is. Wood crafts. I know it's not necessarily a big thing in dwarven communities, but hey, they make beds and stuff, I think, is usually what they do. We have a legendary one. Oh, you're a spear dwarf who's legendary. High amethyst. Wait, does that mean that we have new... Oh no, you have new requirements. You also want ballista arrows made. Just make 2 of them. So you know... Who is it again? The county? Nobles and administrators. So you're the countess. You're the one we already have. You need a better bedroom. And a tomb. So what I can just do is probably easier to do this. Is engrave like that much of your bedroom, probably. And then in the tomb do the same. Like engrave this wall. Engrave this wall. Engrave this back wall. No, I've never checked that out, actually. I've never checked out anything really to do with the dwarf tricking wiki. I've usually just done, like, fairly standard stuff. See, what I don't want them to do is I don't want them to engrave the outside of this wall. Because then it won't count, I don't think. So have they dug all the way down here and not hit anything? No, they haven't dug all the way down here yet. They're digging right now. Well, my long-term goal, as I've said, is to basically become like the best weaponsmiths and armorsmiths in the kingdoms. Hence why the series is called the Swordsmiths. I know that, you know, realistically it should be called something like the Armorers or something, but I... Oh, another cavern. That's... spicy. I will go down there once I... An unusual volcanic wall studded with gems. That's probably bad. I see there's a gap there. Is that where the circus is? Yeah. Not going to be touching that. There's another, what's it called? Goodie box, I guess would be the phrase. Right, let me go back up here. I need to deal with this trade first. All the iron anvils, because they're actually worth something. Holy shit, there's a lot of value there. Take that. I'll take that. Oh, that's a steel something. Yeah, yeah. Too much. Yeah, 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 yeah. We'll take all of your meat. Take all of your cheese. Is this just a bunch of leather? Yes, it is. You have a single piece of charcoal and coke. I'll take that. I could afford that, but I don't necessarily know if the weight will cancel it out. So what I will do is, if I do that, and then if I do this. Oh wow, they still aren't happy with that. Here's a great question. Me clicking on the bins. Does that mean I'm buying everything in the bin? Yeah, it looks like it, right? It looks like it's overriding that. Yeah. So let me keep the cheap leather. Because this is relatively cheap leather. This isn't. That isn't. That's cheap. That isn't cheap. That's cheap leather. That's cheap leather. Cheap leather. This is expensive. That's not expensive. That's not expensive. Not expensive. Usually they'll have in here somewhere like, you know, leopard leather. It's very expensive. Grizzly bear leather. Very expensive. Right, I can take some bits of this leopard leather. And then I will trade. Ecstatic with trading. Absolutely fantastic. So in these bins, there was just a shit ton of mugs. And that's it. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if I'm at end game yet. I don't know if I want this to like end after 5 or 6 parts, or if I'm just gonna be like, oh, because like I'm not gonna move over to adventure mode. I hate to tell everyone this, but adventure mode definitely won't work properly the first few weeks of its release. So I don't really have any interest in moving over to adventure mode. But what I will do, however, is because it would be important, is I will put in a new thing here. Cavern 3. Because I don't really see it as anything interesting, to be honest. Like, I like the management stuff of this game. I honestly prefer it over, like, the, you know, other stuff, essentially. I'll do this way. Yeah, there's more of those fucking things. Alright. You two. Come down here. The only annoying thing is that they're going to generate a bunch more miasma. So hang on, I saw a rock color there that made me intrigued. There it is. Dig that out. Oh, right. I keep forgetting to check the assign here. I'll fix that. So our dwarves are going to end up fighting a bunch of these things. Nickel. Oh. Creepy crawler. I think these are just like pests. Yeah, so I think those things are just pests. Batwoman? Yeah, there's a giant we killed. The Crundles, a Reacher. All these Crundles. Some yak bulls, chinchillas. Some opossums. Forgotten Beast we killed. Oh. Yeah, I'll probably end up just like Sect of Suns. I'll probably end up just like walling away from that until I feel like getting involved in it. Is that you? Yes. So what I can do is put in a furniture, put in a statue in each corner. Group of citizens is stranded. Who's stranded? You. Why are you stranded there? Oh. Fucking idiots. Dig that out. Why aren't you moving very well? Have you... Alright, so both of you can essentially wait for a moment. Or is this being built? Not particularly quickly. But you just can go ahead and cancel your orders and go get your drinks and all that. There's Crundles over here still. Moderately perturbing. Yeah, so that's going to be dug out so they can get out of there. Don't know how they managed to get down there, but I am impressed. That should sort you out. Keep everyone away from the areas where they could end up very dead very quickly. No broker needed anymore. Creepy crawlers. Who are you? Lots of Crundle's dead bodies around. I think our problem is that all of our bars and stuff like that are up here. Oh, you can also take that off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down here, say. I'm going to dig out a little stockpile area. Something like that, say. Also, if they're dead in the bottom of this area, which I don't see them, so they're probably not. It's not really as big of a deal because the miasma won't reach, which is good. Right. Mostly I'm just trying to keep my dwarves safe here. I know that's probably like a little bit counterintuitive, but I don't necessarily want the game to end just yet. Alright, so you're doing a bunch of planting. Drink's good, food's good, seeds are good, we got loads of meat. Excellent. That's improved a lot. More nickel. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stockpile here for bars and blocks. Bars and blocks of stoning clay. So that way, people can bring bars and blocks down here. If we go smoothly, we can get yourself some stuff without having to end the game. That's fair. But I'm pretty okay with it at the minute. Also, we got some more migrants. Lapis lazuli, where's that? Oh, it's in the wall over there. which is, I think, in our bottom cavern. No, it isn't. Because this hasn't been dug out yet. Oh, it's semi-molten. So... does that mean that if I do this... does that mean that's as far as we can go? Or does that mean that there's a magma sea on this level? So what I could do is like do an exploratory thing. Oh, it's like Minecraft Bedrock. Okay. So let me just do that. Let me put in like a single line. Put in like an exploratory line that goes that way. Warmstone is what I want to find. Okay. Just do that. Just do like a little exploratory thing. Because eventually they'll find it. And we can like dig back up around it. Because they won't dig through it. And even if they did, it would kill them. Like, definitely. But, oh, there's another one of the goodie bags. But it wouldn't be necessarily the worst thing in the world. So let me just cancel that for a minute. Just so that way, in case one of the dwarves, like, builds it, they won't end up in a situation where, you know, there's no space for them. Also, can I build this upwards? Can I go straight up with this thing? And if I do, what happens? Oh, it hits the... yep. Hits that cavern. What I could do, I guess, to save time is something like this. Where could I go from here? Here. Let me just mark that, just so I can remember. Ah. Crap. I'm trying to figure out a way to, like, make a direct line without having to, like, do weird stuff, but I think I might just have to do weird stuff. There we go. Just add a bit more space for that. So what I can do actually is I could put in another bridge there to like cut off the bottom of the tavern, I guess. We'll see what we do. Oh, I see what you're saying. So semi-molten stone would be like... excuse me, would be stuff that's so close to the Earth's crust, I guess, that it's like not entirely solid. Which is an interesting concept, to be flat. But hey, it works, I guess. Let me just do that. Just have a place where we can stick some blocks. Should keep people easier to move around. The hungry head is fighting. Oh, the creepy crawlies. That's what it was. The creepy crawlies. They must have gotten out. Ah, yes, I see. I don't necessarily know what these guys are doing with all this goblin cap. Like, I don't know who chopped it down. So what I'll also do, because I can do it, is construction wall. Do that corner. Do that corner. And that will mean then that any way to get into this way in and out is directly led through here. Put in a door. They are gathering up some wood though, which is good because we always need more of that. Lots of stuff growing, which is good. Whoa, it's that time already. Wow. I've been streaming for over 3 hours and I didn't even realize it. Here's what I'll do. The Sect of Suns, I think it's this one, isn't it? Yes, I can just acknowledge that High Priest. I can put a holy competition in there. We'll put in... I'll put you in there, who cares? That's done now. Which I'm happy with. Also, I'm still a little bit perturbed that there's only one weaponsmith worker in here. But all in all, I think this has gone pretty okay. Oh my god, there's so many dead creepy crawlies around. Oh my goodness. At least they don't generate miasma. Unless they do, in which case, multi. Just assign a bunch of these bedrooms. There's 20 bedrooms. I think I will go ahead and probably mine out some more. Just because... And what I might do, depending on how work goes tomorrow, is what I might do is I might stream again. We'll see. I also might have something on tomorrow evening. I don't know. But we'll see. Personally, I don't know yet. It entirely depends on how this conversation goes with the CEO. Which is not something you want to see. Even though necessarily I don't think any of this is my problem. So yeah, don't worry, I'm not streaming because I want to try and make this my life. I'm streaming because I find it fun and kind of relaxing after a day's work to do this, to like sit down and play a game that I'm going to play anyway and chat to some people about their day. But, you know, good progress was made. We ended up with our first mystical beast. We killed it, which is pretty cool. We didn't lose. It's over here dead on the ground. Its vomit is here. Because it doesn't have a body, it just has vomit. And we made it to Tavern 2 and Tavern 3. And we are now currently working on trying to find our magma lair. So what I'm actually going to do, since this doesn't seem to be working, I'll go up like this many levels and do the same thing. Because I think down here, there's lots of semi-molten rock around. It doesn't seem to really make any sense to like try and find it down here if there's semi-molten rock everywhere. It's fine. Oh, there's another petition. Someone else wishes to join us. Yep, absolutely fine. Soap from tallow. We ended up using up a bunch of soap, it seems, when we were helping people. So there's a make soap stuff going on again, which is good. So yeah, I guess I could go on and... Oh wow, we actually have a pissed off dwarf. I wonder who it is. Crafts dwarf. Why are you so sage? Lonely after being away from family for so long. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to activate our civilian alert. All of our dwarves will now congregate here with their pets and stuff. They can still get food and drink. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah. They'll still be able to go back and forth and get food and drink and stuff. I think. Let me just make sure I have that assigned properly. What is it again? It is a... I don't remember. But I'm just going to have people sit in here for a little bit. Just kind of have people mingle and socialize. That might help people with their bad moods. They'll get to see the pretty statues and stuff. They'll get to talk to each other about stuff. So yeah, people will get to hang out here. They'll get to chat. They'll get to have a few drinks and relax for a little bit. Stuff won't get done, but we have enough drink. We have enough food to keep going on. Oh yeah, look, there's the Kias that just spawned in. So they might steal like something from the surface here, but that doesn't really matter. Another petition. Engineer Guild. Interesting. I'll say yes to that. But I'll keep the civilian alert on for another few days. Just so that way our dwarves will all kind of get together and gather up and they'll chat. They'll get some socializing in. And what I'll probably do then is, well, what I'll probably do now is I'll probably raid somebody while I let my dwarves mingle for a few days. I'll probably let them mingle for there's a bunch of jobs failing because of the fact that everyone's mingling. But what I'll probably let them do is I'll probably let them mingle for a week. Just stay in here and chat and, you know, talk to everybody. Oh, that's it. Burrow. That's right. Let me expand that. Actually, you know what? Let me just include the bedrooms in that as well. Just so that way people can kind of chill out. Oh, I just thought we crashed. DF Hack, will you just quick save for me, please? So, I'm going to have Dwarf Fortress quick save here. I'm going to find someone for us to raid in the Dwarf Fortress category. See who else is around. There isn't anyone around who we will stream. So instead, actually, I'm going to raid one of my followers. I'm going to raid someone I follow. I'm going to raid Lord Lambert. Lord Lambert is playing Manor Lords. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Manor Lords. But Manor Lords is essentially like Dwarf Fortress, but in 3D and set somewhere in like medieval northeastern Germany. So I'm going to go ahead and raid him. If I can. Lord... Is it Lord _ Lambert? Hang on, let me check. No, Lord Lambert _. I'm not very good at this. There he is. So we're just going to raid into him. Hope everyone has had a good time today. We have done a lot of good stuff today. We've also had some ups and downs. But hey, that's fine. We can do that. So, I'm going to go ahead and raid. Thank you guys for joining me to stream. Please check out the YouTube with the link below. Subscribe. Thank you.